make them catch 5,000 ones in the hour.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Jags, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, Adams, what a grab. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now instead of coming right back.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And Lance now to throw. This is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lawrence will throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll... Start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Seven, our score after 1. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, Lance.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Finding room to the 20. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession. So they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And his throw is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lance going to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
High throw, but the catch is made.
They faked the handoff. Now Lance.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lance again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. Able to find Pryor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
A final shot before half for Lance.
He hits Adams complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Reedy now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Lawrence gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
This one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 23. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Shotgun now for Lance. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Reedy now to return.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Lance's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Lance. This is caught. It's Kirk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first. But this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And Shark hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
43.
Now Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's brought down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. From the shotgun, Lawrence got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dalton Schultz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Section where you not